If you run a faceless YouTube channel or you're trying to start one, listen up because this video is for you. Because YouTube has just rolled out a new policy update which has taken the internet by storm. Everyone is saying that AI channels are dead. But is it? Now what's really coming and who is at risk and how you can take this policy update to actually thrive your channel? Let's get right into it. Scrolling X, you would think that faceless creators are just hitting the panic button saying game over, but that's not the case. And this policy update isn't new itself. It is just a ramp up of the informants that has been on YouTube for years now. And what YouTube is really trying to say is that all of the content that is very low effort or is created by bots, that content isn't gonna survive. But if you have been in this industry as long as I have been, you would understand the channels who understood these changes are succeeding enormously while others got wiped out. So why exactly is YouTube going after them? So if you have been following this channel or the advice of how to create faceless YouTube channels, you wouldn't need to worry because we are fine. But there's just one type of channel that is absolutely going to get destroyed. But I'm not sure if you have seen channels like this where people talk about the revenge stories, right? As you can see, this channel called Revenge Ria, right? They have posted massive amounts of video here and they have gained a lot of views, right? But if you see right there that the thumbnail and the quality of these videos, you can definitely figure out this is all AI. So why channels like these are failing? You can understand, right? Because these channels are doing what? Very low effort and high volume of content. They are just pushing it out and all of this content is made by bots. So obviously YouTube is going after them. Let's see one of this video and let me tell you why this is gonna fail. Again, as if you see, this is very low effort because they are just using AI generated images and subtitles of the real Reddit stories that they copy from the internet, right? This is what YouTube is against. They want authentic content and not just a copy pasted one, right? Now this isn't the first time that this is happening. This has happened before. When you remember, a lot of the times you would see compilation videos like these at best fails, unusual memes, compilation with people just slap together different clips and call it a video. Those videos did not get monetized from 2016, right? And people have still found a way around it, right? If you see channels like Top 5 Best, they have done something incredible. They have added a narration or a voiceover on top of this compilation, right? That said, my personal recommendation is you stay away from these type of channels, right? I don't think the niche is bad, but I think that the type of videos that they are creating are very low effort and high volume isn't gonna sail on YouTube, right? But I think you can still modify the content a bit, add your human creativity to it, right? Change the stories a bit and it will still work. Like for example, if we see the Mr. Ballin, right? This guy is creating the most extreme revenge stories I've ever told, right? This video has 3.8 million views and this is again very authentic. The person is telling the story, right? Is narrating it and this is why it's gonna work. So you just have to add your touch onto it. Now AI is completely fine on YouTube. In fact, YouTube has been investing a lot into the AI. You see the different voice track of creators in different languages, that's all AI. And even YouTube is doing a lot of AI tools to help the creators out there. Anyways, enough about that. Let's hear the top 3 tips so you can avoid being cancelled. First, building a virtual persona. That is giving your faceless channel a face. You can build an animated or an illustrated character as your channel's mascot, right? Let's see some of the examples. Here we have How to AI. This guy has his own animated avatar in the videos. I'll just show you. As you can see, this guy has created his own virtual persona, which is this image and animated. You can easily do that using tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, or even Quick Reel, right? You can do that, so it will create some sort of a branding to your channel that people will remember and come back to you, right? This is what YouTube wants, original content. The second example is this Warren Stick. This guy has done absolutely well because if you can see, his character is just a stick man of just a drawing. See, if he can do it as well, then you can too, right? It's that easy. Why does it work? Because viewers form an emotional bond with the characters, right? They remember the face and the YouTube algorithms loves it. And by converting your videos from a faceless content to one with a face, you're building an IP that will in turn be your moat against all of the policy breakdowns later, right? Second, human commentary. We saw a video of the Reddit one, right? The voice was all AI bot, even the bad kind one, right? That kind of voice isn't gonna survive on YouTube. If you wanna do it, you wanna use some unique and specific voice that will work on your channel. How can you find this, right? I've always told use voices from 11 Labs and those voices which have less than 20,000 uses because you don't wanna use a voice that's already crowded into a platform, right? Now YouTube rewards these type of contribution to the video like a human narrative voice or a voice that is very unique to your personal channel, right? And before you even hit that record button or just create that voice for yourself, listen up. you need to do some sort of tweaks to the story as well, because changing the content just a little bit can have huge upsides to it, right? Remember that. Third, a bit of original content. You cannot just rely on ChatGPT created scripts to do well on YouTube, because that type of content doesn't have any emotions attached to it. It isn't written by a human, right? It doesn't have opinions as much as you think it does, right? Even if you take stories from Reddit or somewhere else, you need to tweak them up a little and make them your own, right? You can even generate your new type of stories from ChatGPT or any other AI tool. But remember, you need to do the manual hard work of making sure that it is actually real. It actually sounds real, right? And here are some tips. Before you even write that script down from ChatGPT, just ask yourself, what would I do if I were in that scenario? Or ask yourself, like, what would I answer for this question, right? Now, if you take all of these changes into consideration, I'm pretty sure that your YouTube channel will get viral. Those are the type of videos that YouTube does love and does promote. So ensure that your videos do contain a human element, the voices are unique, and that you have a virtual persona. And if you do that, you are shielded from all of the future policy changes. So here is the truth. YouTube isn't killing the AI channels, it is killing the lazy ones. So if you lean on AI, use AI tools for creativity and add your human touch on top of it, you'll not just be safe, you will thrive in it. That said, you still need to treat your channel as a brand. By the way, if you have any other content worries, you just have to comment down below and I'll personally reply to them and help you sort it out. And before you go, hit the subscribe button and let's build a channel that will last us a decade. Bye.